Hello traders, welcome to Forex Academy videos. I am Carlos Espinal and today in this video I am going to show you how to make a profitable crypto portfolio. Before we start, I want you to take a look to this disclaimer. It basically says that what I'm going to show you here is not guaranteed that you are going to be in winning trades or investments. And also what I'm going to show you here is not guaranteed that you will be kept away from losing trades. Viewers should acknowledge that investing in financial instruments and cryptocurrencies implies substantial risks, which are maximized when implementing leverage mechanisms to the extent of losing all the invested capital. I am going to show you how to make a profitable crypto portfolio in the medium and long term and how to choose the best cryptos to create a robust and productive portfolio. We are going to take a look to some simple examples without values but with percentage, starting from 100% base capital in bitcoins or US dollars or euros. Each one of you, according to your capacity, must choose the value to invest in cryptos, and the most important thing here is to diversify the portfolio to catch more opportunities in this exciting market. Well, let's start. The first thing you have to do is visiting this page, coinmarketcap.com. Here you will see how is the market moving, which are the most important cryptos and the different positions of all of them in the market. How much value are they winning or losing in the last 24 hours? How is the market capitalization, the circulating supply, etc. Notice that the most important and well-known cryptos are listed here in the top 10 list. Some of them like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Neo, and some others. I have separated the cryptos in 3 different categories according to their importance, their volume, and their acceptance in the market. The first category for me is the top 10 cryptos. They are the most trustable in terms of the time they have been on the market, their market capitalization, and the companies and projects behind them. You can check their websites and their source codes also. You should always have some of these cryptos in your portfolio. From number 11 to 50, it is the second category of cryptos. They are also important coins that are also big and well known. They still have a good growth potential and could multiply or profits in the long term. Some of them are IOTA, Monero, Zcash, Stellar Lumens, Coin, Stratis, BitShares, etc. We are going to take some of them and include them in our new portfolio. Taking the most important cryptos doesn't mean that we are going to stay away from the others. In fact, all cryptos are giving good investment opportunities, even since they were ICOs. ICOs means initial coin offers. It is the previous time of the crypto before being launched to the market. That's a topic we will discuss in a different video. This is the third category and also has important cryptos, ranking from number 50 onwards. The important thing here is to look at the different projects and evaluate if they solve a real problem and can have a good acceptance in the future. These crypto coins, although they have more risk because they are just beginning, some will be successful, others will not. But if we choose well, we could have very good results in the future. The first thing we must take into account is our risk profile. The more profits we want to obtain, the riskier our portfolio should be. We must be aware that some are known coins, others are not, and this doesn't mean that an unknown crypto will not give excellent profits in the future. Our portfolio will be divided into these 3 categories and I will tell you how. For a moderate risk profile, we are going to divide our portfolio as follows. 30% in cryptos of the top 10 category. This is category number 1. 45% in cryptos of the top 50. This is category 2. And 25% in cryptos of the top 100, category 3. For a risky investment profile, 20% in cryptos of the top 10 category 1, 40% in the top 50 crypto category 2, and 40% in cryptos of the top 100 category 3. Let's see an example that can vary according to the decision of each one of you. Category 1, 20% Bitcoin, 5% Ethereum, 5% Dash. These two percentages and the currency to choose may vary. So you can change Dash per Ripple, XRP, or Stellar or EOS. One of these three could be good. Category 2, 5% Monero, 10% Neo, 10% Omisego, 10% Zcash, 10% EOS. You can alternate or you can change whatever you want by some of these three different cryptocurrencies like Waves, Ardor, or Komodo. In category 3, here depends very much on the size of your portfolio. As there are so many options, if you have 25% available and it is $200, for example, it doesn't make sense to invest in many currencies. In this case, I suggest one or two cryptos that we see they can have a future and go with those. But if this 25% is higher or higher than $1,000, for example, we could choose 4 or 5 coins to invest. Small but with good future. This could be Napcoin, Monaco, Ubique, Purecoin, and Instinium. Another example of a moderate risk portfolio and without being aware of the Bitcoin would be to exclude it from the portfolio, and it will remain as follows: 10% Ripple, 10% Cardano, 10% IOTA, 5% Bitcoin Gold, 10% Zcash, 10% of Nano, 10% Omisego, 10% Quantum, 5% Next, 5% Salt, 5% Zcoin, and 10% Power Ledger. If we want to have a more risky portfolio, we have only 20% of cryptos of category 1, that could be 10% Bitcoin and 10% Litecoin or ADA, for example. We could have 40% in each one of the two categories like this. Category 2, XRP 10%, KMD 10%, Quantum 10%, and EOS 10%. From the category 3, if our available capital is considerable, there we have an open range of possibilities, and I suggest these cryptos: ARK, Golem, Dentacoin, Salt, Zcoin, and Next. These projects have a lot of growth potential in the future. Here is an example of a more simplified portfolio with few coins, but it follows the same distribution principle. If we don't want complications, we can reduce the percentage to projects that we really believe in. It should be noted that this format is for medium to long-term investment. It is not trading to take short-term profits. Well, that's all, traders. I hope this information has been useful for you to take good decisions when investing in cryptos. Remember to visit our site forest.academy to get more information. Bye bye.